Welcome back to Player's Craft. Show you how I built these risers that will act as a storage for the buildings that will sit on top of them, so that you can make a Mordheim board and keep it in your closet and have a crazy, highly packed terrain set up and not have to have it take up a whole huge shelf. So that's the goal with this video. So what else do I need to tell you? Oh, what you need. I use two big, like, heavy duty boxes, like flat boxes from tomatoes and bell peppers. And then I used a bunch of cork, wood glue, sand, a little bit of EVA foam. But that's about it. Cardboard. Lots of cardboard and hot glue. So, yeah, there you go. Alright, well, let's get into it.
So yeah, I'm going to start with these boxes by shoring them up with some cardboard. So that's what I'm going to do.
So I got my boxes shored up. They still fit on top of each other, kind of relatively well. They still stack relatively well. So I'll have about this much space of storage, about that much space of storage for the buildings that will go on top of it. And the rest of the board, I might spread this out, build something in between. I don't know, we'll see how this evolves. But the design is to minimize the space your board takes up. So this is my cheap way and easy way to do it. So far, the only expenditure I've used is time and glue. Yeah, so I'm going to show you the next thing. I want to cover this. I need to coat this in bricks. I'm going to make the bricks out of all this cork. I got a whole bunch of it. And I do have foam, and I could make it out of foam, but I want these base pieces to be a little bit stronger. So I'm going to make it out of cork, which means I have to cut a bunch of cork. I'm going to use a square, the razor knife to do that. Yay!
So what I've done is basically cut this cork down into little squares. I haven't broke it into its final form, just for easier transport. And now I'm going to go take this upstairs and watch a movie while I glue a bunch of bricks. You guys don't get to see that? How sad.
This thing bricked up. This is the first one of the two boxes that I'm going to build for this board. I need to grout it now because this stuff is really kind of fragile on here. It can get torn off really easy, and the grouting is going to take a while. So I'm going to go ahead and start grouting on this one to give me kind of a break from laying and cutting bricks. It's always good to kind of switch back and forth from doing things so you don't get burned out on one. So I'm going to grout this a section of it and let it dry, and then go back and work on the other one a little bit, and then grout it more. Yeah, does it make sense? Yay!
Sometimes I'll let this dry. This is a little wet for me to do this, but I'm just going to show you right now that it's not too wet. Took a wet rag and I'll kind of wipe down the grout a little bit more.
I'm actually using a paper towel this time instead of a rag because I wanted to see if I could get some of this texture to kind of stick to the there, and it is coming apart, so we'll see.
Bam, so there you go, there's a grouted side. I have to let it dry before I work on it anymore. If I turn it any, the liquid will run all over the place. So I'm just going to set it on the shelf, which I have plenty of shelf space now. And let it dry and cut some more bricks for the other box. Yeah.
So I got the one done. That's what it looks like when it's started to dry. This is the second one. They still fit right on top of each other relatively well. You fit here as easy risers. Now I gotta grout all this stuff, so I'm gonna grout. Grouting, I'm gonna do the tops now. And the thing about the tops is when they're stored, they're gonna be flipped upside down, so I kind of don't want super scratchy material. So I have concocted EVA foam and cork that I'm going to use, and I'm not going to grout the bottom. But I also have another weird idea, which is Durs in Miniatures gave me these chunks of metal he wasn't using, and the magnets work on them. So I think I'm going to adhere these underneath the tiles so that I can magnetize using the super strong magnets, and then the board can be really modular. So here's to trying to make a super modular, easy storage board. So I got both the tops of these tiles. I'm gonna grout it real quick. Then I just have a little bit of detail to do, and I think these are done.
So this is one of those heavy duty magnets I used on my last build. I put it on a bolt so I could actually get it off of there. But you can see how strong that is. So there's 5 metal plates on there and 5 on this one. So I can put these magnets in the bottom of the buildings that I built for this, and then they'll be modular. They can stick in the 5 different spots.
Yeah, thanks for watching my videos, checking my stuff out. I'm gonna try to do this build along with me. So if you want to build along with me, my next step is going to be the box houses I do. And I'll try to get that video out pretty quick. I haven't even started them at this point, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, thank you. I'm gonna speed this part up and build this little thing. So again, I just wanted to say thank you for watching my stuff, checking out all the Blurrscraft stuff. If you are planning on building along with these videos, it's box houses next, so collect a few boxes. I have some over here. As an example of what I'm going to use, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for playing.